I am ranked number one. One! That means I'm the best.
Okay, as a guideline, just to clear up yesterday, if you read the sum of a purse bid, just assume it's US dollars, yeah? Not New Zealand. So, Joseph Parker will defend against Hughie Fury on April the 1st in Auckland, New Zealand. Duco Events, they won with a purse bid of $3 million. Parker has home territory. The 40-60 purse split will see Parker getting $1,800,000, with Hughie Fury getting $1,200,000. Frank Warren was representing Hughie Fury's bid, and they were hoping to get the fight in Manchester. That's what Peter Fury really wanted. Warren came in at 2.8. 2.8. I'm thinking to myself, people are saying that Top Rank probably bankrolled Duco's purse bid. But it's not that much money. If you're telling me BT, who've been doing UFC, can't outbid that, can't finance Frank enough money to outbid that for a portion of the heavyweight title, I have to believe that they don't believe in Hughie Fury as much as people like to say he's talented. The belief can't be there. I mean, he's going to have to put on an absolute clinic to get a decision out there. You think they're just going to let that belt just escape out of the country like that? I doubt it very much. I doubt it. It's going to be a tough ask, but, he has to go for it. His cousin Tyson is going to be quizzed on the steroid usage on Monday, and Hughie was accused at the same time as Tyson Fury, so it seems like a strange time for them to be going for a world title shot when we don't know what's going to be uncovered. We don't know. Tyson Fury will be quizzed by investigators. Also, Hughie has been out of the ring, or he will have been out of the ring for a year when he faces Joseph Parker in April. He hasn't been in the ring since last April when he boxed Fred Cassie and got a technical decision, and didn't look particularly astounding in that. The inactivity, that's against him. The skin condition, has that all cleared up? There's a lot of factors going against him. Often that can build resolve in fighters, that the odds are against them, and their determination is just reinforced because adversity either breaks or builds the individual, I guess. So we'll see. If he's good enough, he'll win, I guess. That's what it comes down to. I will say this, it's the heavyweight division, and this is when a knockout punch is an important tool in your arsenal, going into circumstances like this. I look at Frank Bruno's first attempts at breaking into the world heavyweight rankings when he took on Bone Crusher Smith. He was ahead on the scorecards. Bone Crusher landed that big overhand right, followed up, knocked Bruno out. Same with when he fought Tim Witherspoon. The fight was in the balance, heading towards the scorecards. If Witherspoon was ahead, it wouldn't have been by that much because he was surrendering home territory. Once again, Witherspoon landed them big overhand rights, which Bruno was a bit of a sitting duck for, and took him out. Mike Weaver versus John Tate, when he won the WBA title back in the early 80s. Way behind on points. Way behind. He landed that massive left hook. I think in the last round, there's a few seconds left. Cleaned out the deficit and won the title. Then you have the story of the oldest man at the time to win the title, Jersey Joe Walcott. He was a little behind on the scorecards against Ezra Charles and found an uppercut in the 7th round. George Foreman was behind, a mile behind against Michael Moorer in the 90s, was it 94? And he found that straight right, eclipsing Walcott's record of being the oldest champ. Does Hughie Fury have that type of punch if it is going against him? His record suggests that the answer is no. Hometown advantage would guarantee Hughie would be able to box his fight. Win, lose or draw, he'd be able to do what he does. Now, maybe not. Maybe boxing his own fight in New Zealand is the key. Not to get taken out of his stride, not to panic about fighting abroad in front of a hostile crowd, not to panic about the judges or the referee, but you have to think about these things fighting abroad. Is he going to have the temperament to fight his fight? Will that be enough? Does he have to do something a little different and become more of a hunter than a guy who likes to box on the outside? How will Hughie Fury be received as a champion if he wins? It didn't work out for his cousin Tyson, and they blamed it on the press demonizing them because of their gypsy heritage. Is he going to receive the same type of treatment? Or will we find that Hughie, who is of a more reserved temperament and less confrontational, outspoken, controversial than Tyson Fury, is received with a little less hostility than his cousin Tyson? I'm intrigued by this one. I am really. I am. I mean, Joseph Parker, this is the second fight, home territory, in a relatively newcomer country, New Zealand, to the world stage in boxing. He beat Carlos Takam. I watched the fight. I watched a delayed recording. And, you know, I don't want to say he lost. I had problems judging who really won, to be honest. That's just me, though. That's just me. I'm not going to say he lost, but, you know, I didn't score it round for round or nothing like that. Didn't look as clear-cut as everyone was saying. Andy Ruiz, I had him beating Joseph Parker. Can he really make a statement in this one and suggest that all the headlines, the investment, so he gets hometown advantage, which is good, they believe in him, which they obviously don't believe in Hughie Fury. Can he make a statement at a higher level as a champion? Will the title belt and having the title of being heavyweight champion, or at least having a portion of it, will that just instill more confidence into it? I remember Alan Minter talking about getting a belt, any belt really, you know, it can take you to the next level. It can force you to train harder and believe more in yourself. Is this the case for Joseph Parker? Is he going to make a statement? Parker, 6'4", 76-inch reach, not a remarkable reach for a heavyweight by no means, not even for a light heavyweight, I guess. He came in really heavy in his last fight, really heavy, 246. Hughie Fury is 6'6". They don't have his reach registered. I'm going to assume it's way longer than 76. He fights around 230, 231, 16 stone 4. Parker is coming in at 17 stone 5. I think Hughie should be able to give Parker fits with the jab and timing. A big deal is made about Parker's hand speed. It's not Tyson-esque to me. It's not Floyd Patterson-esque. He himself, even though he has hometown advantage, I think he's going to have to do something a little different to what he's been doing so far. I don't think he's been faced with a conundrum like Hughie so far. So it's going to be very interesting. It's hard to pick a winner. I'm going to go for Parker with a little hometown cooking.